Hey guys, Gilberto here, and we're back with a new video after 2 months of me traveling around the world. Last time that I made a video was in Thailand, then I moved to, actually I was in Bali, then I moved to Thailand, then I moved to Vietnam, and now I'm in China. Kind of a weird situation. But today I want to show you the new Facebook ads meta, okay? Kind of controversial use of wording, but if you guys play video games, or if you still play video games, you know that the term meta, essentially, the word meta, it means that specific combo that people in the game are using to winning at everything, right? Like everything. The new meta can be in Counter-Strike, it can be in Call of Duty. It's like that gun, that skills, whatever, that every single competitive player is using because it's just superior to everything else, right? And so I have discovered the new Facebook ads meta, the new way of doing Facebook ads, which is just printing, 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 and printing. And it's extremely simple. And in this video, I want to show you exactly what it is and how you can use it too. So let's get started with the method, which is called the organic ad. So as you can see right here, this is one of my clients, and this specific style of ads made us in the very first 8 days of the month, 12K in profit, not revenue, profit. Because if you actually see the total revenue is 14K, okay? And the total profit is 12.5. That means that we roughly spend about $2,000 to get back 14, almost 15K. So that's a ROAS of 7 right there, right? Based on a last day click. And this is high ROAS if you guys know it. So that's essentially how we track all the sales, because this is an info product, right? So obviously the conversion happened a little bit later in the journey, and so we need to have high ROAS and stuff like that in order to understand which ad is bringing purchase. But this type of ad, the organic ad, is extremely simple to make and is just printing and printing for me and printing, right? And so I'm gonna show you exactly what it is. I'm literally gonna show you the ads that I'm using right now. And to understand essentially what the organic ad is all about, it's fundamentally 2 to 3 steps, kind of depends how you want to use it. So you want to have a picture, and the picture has to look super organic. And then you want to have as a copywriting, so in your primary text box, a long story telling copywriting style. And then optional, you can also have a new Facebook page. I'm going to show you why in a second. So this is the ad of my client, right? So this is my client right here. If you can see, we're obviously running multiple ads, but this ad right here, let's see if I can open up better so you guys can see. This ad right here is the one that is bringing all the sales. And as you can see, this is a super simple ad. It's just my guy right here holding a bunch of YouTube plates. And then on the top bar, it only says, only if you want to run a YouTube automation business, read the caption. And this really is the key. Read the caption is the call to action that we had, not for them to click on the ad and go to our VSL, but for them to start reading our primary text, right? Which is a long format copywriting, as you can see. This is not necessarily super long. It's decently long, I would say like medium size, but you guys can go super all in with that, which obviously I'm gonna test. I'm gonna do like super long format copywriting to see essentially if we can do a better job at converting people. But this is the whole goal, is to have a super organic looking picture, something that doesn't look like an ad, and then just sending them to read the caption as a call to action. And then the caption really is going to be a mini VSL almost. It's going to be a storytelling, copywriting, long storytelling copywriting style, which just sells them to the idea that they can do the same or they can fix the problem, whatever they want, but not in a salesy way, in more like a storytelling way. So you're telling a little bit the story, you're telling a little bit something about yourself or your journey, what you overcame and stuff like that, right? The business model itself, whatever. So this is one example that I have. But you can also see there are multiple. So for example, this one right here, if we can open the ad detail, you can see it doesn't even add the headline. Like it literally just says read the caption, because the picture is self-explanatory, right? Someone that does YouTube, someone that is new to automation probably is gonna know what these plates are right here, right? Like he knows, okay, well, he has like a golden plate here, whatever it's called, badge, and a silver one probably is because he got like 1 million subscribers, 100K subscribers, right? So someone that is in the niche automatically know what I'm talking about. And then really the only call to action with that app, which looking at it right now, I could probably put it on the top and it make it like a different color to stand out a little bit more. But anyways, the only call to action I have is read the caption. And then again, the caption really is going to be in the one that sells them into clicking the ad. And because they're going to read this, the more they read, the better they get educated. And so once they get in the BSL page, once they're going to apply, they're going to be a super qualified lead, right? And now you might be thinking, oh wow, but this just work for info product because I'm an e-commerce. No, fuck you, that actually work for e-commerce as well. So if you guys see this company right here, for example. And well, that's the crazy part, coming back to what I was saying, right? You can actually have a new Facebook page right here. So as we would say, this company right here, for example, is called Monty Subs, all right? I don't know if I say correctly, but either way, they are not using their Facebook page. They're using the page of Margaret Adams, like the most average looking mom possibly, with the most average American white name possible. Why? Because then when you're using this style of ads, which is the organic style, people are gonna see this page right here and they're gonna think it's a user, right? They're gonna think, okay, it's just like a normal Facebook user. And so automatically they kind of deceive them from the idea that it's an ad even further. And then they just start reading essentially these long for copywriting, right? They see our super organic pictures. In this case, there is not even a call to action. As you can see, it's literally just a picture of a kid, but every single mom that has some kids automatically going to be interested about this and just read it, right? So the picture they use is super important because the picture itself has to capture your audience attention. Like, I need to understand that the picture is for me, something that essentially is for me, just like in this case with my guy right here. Even if I probably remove the read the caption now, I know the people that are interested in YouTube essentially would watch it, and probably I should do it. Should also test that, right? Because for example, for this brand right here, is killing it. As you can see, they just have the picture of a kid right here and a couple of kids right here, and then a super long storytelling copywriting right here, which then once you click essentially on the ad, you're gonna be redirected to this page right here when you can buy some shit or whatever. I don't even know what this part is about. I don't care, right? But this style is cooking. Now, extremely important element in the campaign right here is that the ad itself, it needs to be square or 4 to 5 dimension, right? You cannot use a vertical style. If you end up using like a vertical style, so the 916, it's not gonna work. And the reason why it's not gonna work is because the ad that is 916 is not gonna show in the caption in the stories, right? But if you actually have an ad which is a square, once people are gonna click on the ad in the story, they're still gonna be able to read the caption, right? And that's why, as you can see right here, all those ads are just square, right? Also mine, obviously, as you can see, there's like, okay, they're not square, they're like a little bit vertical, but it's like 4 to 5. So technically Facebook still considers a square. And so once they see this in the story, they're still able essentially to click on the ad and convert, right? Or like read the captions, say, and then convert. So this is a key element. Actually, I should write it right here, okay, for you guys to remember, is that when you do this, okay, make sure, and this should be before the optional, make sure that you either use the square version, which is the 1:1, or use the 4 to 5 ratio, which is the one for Instagram and the Facebook feeds, right? Both of these actually are fine. But do not use the 916, which is the essentially vertical ratio for this story. Otherwise, like I said, people are not going to be able to read the caption, and then this strategy is not going to work. But yeah, guys, this essentially is the strategy. It's cooking for me. It's super easy to make, as you can probably tell. Literally just take a picture from the internet or make one with like AI. You can use Xfil, for example, and I'm gonna approach you or whatever you want. Just create an organic picture like this, and then just use Claude really to make a super long format style copywriting. And I can guarantee you this shit is gonna be printing. It's gonna be printed like crazy, because for me it is, and I'm in one of the most competitive niche right now, which is the making money online, right? So I'm sure also it can work for your e-commerce or for any other niche essentially you're in. This being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's been a long time didn't need to upload, but I've done a lot of traveling, so I wasn't really feeling, in the mood to record anything. But yeah, we're back, and hopefully you like it. Also, make sure to subscribe, and not subscribe, but to follow me on my Instagram, because I drop like daily value in my stories every there. So if you guys want to check my Instagram and get some more knowledge in there on a daily basis, definitely do that. And as always, if you want to become a media buyer, or if you want my help to scale your media buying business, essentially link down below to book call. And this being said, let's see you in the next one. Cheers.